are presented to young Black girls that don't look like us. Their hair textures don't look like us. So we start to form this relationship with our hair based off a lot of things that are influencing it. But I love how you said you started your hair love journey. Yes. And, you know, our hair journey starts very, very young, but the hair love journey is really something that I think we get to all embrace, whether we started today or we still got a few years before we get there. We all, you know, we have the means to do that. I'm curious. So you said in quarantine, you discovered your hair love because you got to get to connect with your natural hair. Yeah. When we're talking about freedom and how being able to just rock your hair however you want to is really at the heart of the Crown Act. Has there been a style that made you feel like unstoppable? Like in your, I mean, you've had a lot of looks, so it might be hard to nail one down, but.
You know, there is a look that I'm just obsessed with right now. I call them my invisible braids. You know, Shelby Swain, the Beyonce baby hair. She puts in my head, and they're to my ankles, and they're skinny, long braids that feel like hair, you know.
And you just want to swing them around. You just want to feel free.
I feel free. That's the joke. I'm always like, I want hair freedom. I want liberation. And I get those braids, and I'm like, carefree and privileged. You know, I can throw it in a bun. I can put it in a bun.
You have a lot of options. And then you just, and the wind blows through it, and it just feels.
When the wind blows, actually is a phrase that Shelby Swain first said to me. I remember one of the first times she did one of my weaves, she was like, I'm going to leave a little bit out on the edge just in case the wind blows.
Come through.
And there's nothing like, yo.
It's a game changer. I know when I went natural, and I do a lot of protective styles too. Like I will clip in, I will crochet, I will do all of that. But having my natural hair means that I can get that wind to hit that scalp. And that is a refreshing feeling to have the wind blow through your hair.
Absolutely. That's not just wind, water, sunlight. You know what I mean?
All
like
of that.
For me, I'm like, man, my hair doesn't see the sun. I see the sun, but my hair will be locked away, whether it's in a wig or some braids or what braids my scalp see the sun, but my hair doesn't. And realizing that my hair is like me, they say it's dead when it comes out of your head, but it's still connected to me. So I feel like my hair is alive.
I feel that too. I don't receive that. I believe that anything that's still connected to me gets to live and be free and be an extension of me. Now, I hear a lot, you've had a lot of, you're a positive reinforcement for yourself and others, but has hair discrimination ever found a way into your life, whether that was when you were growing up or even in your career, and made you feel in any moment that it threatened your hair freedom? Like it threatened that sense of liberation that you talk about?
I mean, absolutely. From, like I said, at home, you know, my brother and sister have, a different texture hair than I do. My hair is a little kinkier and coilier and tighter. It has a tighter curl. And it tends to be drier in the crown. My brother and sister, they used to just wet their hair and put gel in it and go to school. Okay. And I couldn't do that. And I remember my parents saying things like, you should be able to just wet your hair and put gel and mousse in it. And you should be able to do this. Your hair, and then once, you know, my edges were like soft on one side after I got like a relaxer, and then like, the textures were mismatched, and you know, my parents were like, see, this is how it's supposed to look, you know, more manageable, tameable. From that all the way to not being considered pretty unless you didn't have a different texture hair, a longer style of hair naturally, all the way to seeing it institutionally, seeing it systemically, where I've gotten pulled over by the police for having an Afro wig in my back seat. And they didn't have any reason to pull me over. I was in Minneapolis, and the cop came up to my car, and we were like, why are you pulling me over? And the cop was like, you just had too many people in the car, searching in the car. And I'm like, there's an Afro wig in the back seat.
It wasn't even a person.
Yeah, but you saw the Afro wig, and you thought, let me pull this person over. You know, I've seen it. I've seen horrible things. I've seen weaves cut out of Black girls' heads, you know, for whatever reason. And it's hurtful. I kind of process it as normal. I was like, oh, this is normal. This is, you know, because
unfortunately we've become a little desensitized And that's why it's like, wait, it's not normal. But
Right.
because you see it so much, sometimes it's like, oh, you start to get used to it.
Yeah.
But it's a shame. And it's like, and you talk about how, it can be at any point in your life. We are finding that, systemically and across a variety of different lifestyle areas, hair discrimination is affecting people of color everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And where it hurts me most when I think about it is that it's affecting kids and they're just starting their hair journeys. I've been with the Dove Self-Esteem Project now for years. I started in 2014 and got to now I know what things like this, experiences like this, can really do in the long run to young people. But thankfully, we are creating some tools to help combat that, and allowing people to have conversations like this about hair freedom. And grateful for you and all that you authentically share, because these are real. If no one hears these real experiences, they may not believe that they exist.
Right. And that's what I was going to say. People who don't have black hair or textured hair, or who have to wear dreadlocks or protective styles, it's probably so shocking to them to be like, wait, what? This really happened? You know what I mean? Like, because it does not happen to them at all.
And, and we get to share things like this, like Crown Day. This is our second annual Crown Day. We're going to have many more, but it's really important to have conversations like this. I am so grateful that you are a partner with us. You reflect this in all things that you do. You champion this. This is a passionate way that we can make other people that may not have that purview get to know this issue and champion it. We're out of time, unfortunately, for this live momentary. I could talk about hair with you all day, Lizzo. I'm sure your fans can listen
like, this
all day.
ties into cultural appropriation and why we gatekeep certain black hairstyles, because people don't suffer the same consequences that we do when they tap in and just, well, I want to wear box braids. But have you ever had them cut out of your head? Have you ever been pulled over by police?
You can't come to school because of them, or you can't go to work,
or fired from a job because you look unprofessional.
Yeah. We're going to, what we want to do, the big way that we can champion this is we want to continue to elevate the Crown Act and the Crown Act petition. Like I said at the beginning, anyone who wants to help this cause right now, you can go to dove.com/crown, or even after this live, head over to Lizzo's story and swipe up, because you can get directly to the petition that way. Also, we need your names. We need your voices. Take action, y'all. Pass the crown. Lizzo, thank you so much. I know you say in your song, excuse me, I don't need a crown to know I'm a queen, but I want to thank you as your fan and a member of your Dove family for always giving us lots of inspiration on how to rock your crown. We appreciate you. Y'all that came to join us, thank you so much. There's so much more. There's so much more Crown Day. Please keep checking in, sign the petition, pass the crown. We'll see you guys really soon. Happy Crown Day. Thank you.
Happy Crown Day. Bye.
Bye.